within this case, a 3-engined helicopter.
I think very pertinent that the Portuguese contribution to RIAT 2025
takes in an area from its own coastline well out into the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and that includes the major air and sea routes to North America. So it's got to be very well equipped, and with the Merlin, it certainly is. It brought many new capabilities for the Portuguese Air Force. It's the first helicopter type it's operated to have a so-called glass cockpit with digital as opposed to analog displays. The crew members are equipped with night vision goggles for nocturnal missions, and there's a whole range of modern sensors on board. Crucially, it almost doubled the capacity compared with the Puma from 18 people that it could carry to 35, and the radius of action of the Puma was 200 nautical miles. The Merlin can manage around 400 if an extra fuel tank is installed in the cargo bay.
So the Portuguese Air Force, and specifically 751 Squadron, as we see here in front of us, known as the Pumas, they maintain a 24-hour alert service, so they're ready to intervene in the case of a distress call coming from anywhere inside their area of responsibility. And as Ben said, this extends well beyond the Portuguese mainland, out to the Azores and as far south as Madeira.
Merlins are kept on 24-hour standby at the main base of this unit, Esquadra or Squadron 751 at Montijo near Lisbon, also at Porto Santo on Madeira, and there's another unit now, Esquadra 752, stationed at Lages in the Azores. And they can fly sorties up to 8. As we come into the search and rescue demonstration part of the display, then is its autopilot, including what's known as the AFCS, the Automatic Flight Control System. That maintains the helicopter's speed and altitude, and it can move the helicopter down to a hovering point set by the pilot, so they can hover over the sea at night with no visual references. So now we are seeing a rescue swimmer from Esquadra 751 being lowered to the ground to attend to the casualty. They're part of the 5-strong crew operating the Merlin, the full complement, pilot in command, co-pilot, systems operator, rescue swimmer and flight nurse. Positioning the casualty now into the stretcher. We've got fairly benign conditions for this today, but it's still not entirely benign for the rescue swimmer and the casualty because of the rotor downwash from what is a large helicopter. The pilot in command can't see anything below him at this point. Everything's being described to him by the system operator, providing with a constant flow of information as to the progress of the recovery. And it's that operator who instructs the pilot to move the aeroplane. three engines, a trio of Rolls-Royce Turbomeca RTM 322s, just over 2,300 shaft horsepower each. There were different engine options available, the RTM 322 and General Electric's CT7 Leonardo, now manufactures the AW101, now only offers it with the CT7. A spiralling vertical departure and a very vertiginous dive. We're going to see them coming past for a final salute to all of you. Esquadra 751. Final pass then from the Portuguese Air Force AW101 Merlin, Mark 514. The helicopter piloted today by